Hi, welcome back to Bava Kama Daf Gimel Amud Aleph. We're picking up from where we left off, and just to remind you where we were in the previous discussion, I've included a few lines from the last video. We were discussing the source for Shen and the source for Regel. The sources in the Torah for knowing that those are forms of damage for which a person is chayav. The person is chayav when the animal does it, I should say. For Regel, there was a pasuk that used the word vishilach, and we decided, well, we need all the sources present for this because we need to be taught that you're chayav in regel whether or not the entirety of the property is destroyed. And then we do the same process for shen. And for shen, we need to be taught that the word is ubier, and we need to be taught that you are chayav whether or not you sent the animal, whether the animal went on its own, or whether it was sent by its master. And the fact that Rashi adds that the fact that it doesn't use the word bi'er with regel tells us that for regel, this implies that even if it's not full destruction, you still are chayav. And it doesn't say v'shilach for shen, so that tells us that even if the animal went on its own, you're still chayav for shen. But now the Gemara is going to ask a question, or as I have it in my structure chart, the Gemara is going to challenge what was said immediately before. So I'm going to start from here, and you'll be able to figure out where that goes on your structure chart. V'lichtov rachmana v'shilach v'lo bai ubier. Let the Torah write. V'lichtov means let it say or let it write. Let the Torah say just the word v'shilach. Just that pasuk was necessary, or just the set of psukim with v'shilach, v'lo bai ubier. Why not learn both from this one source? Demashma regel, umashma shen. This pasuk, v'shilach, you could learn from it. It could imply regel, and it could also imply shen. I think I will put this all in dark red to show that this is an objection. Mashma regel, dichtiv. We know that v'shilach can imply regel, as it says in Yeshayahu, the pasuk we had before, Meshalchei haregel hashor v'hachamor. Animals that send forth their legs. Umashma shen, and v'shilach can also imply shen, dichtiv, v'shen behemot eshlach ba. I'll send the teeth of animals into them. So these are psukim. I'll put them in yellow, even though we had them earlier. Still good to remember that they are quotes from the Torah. And I'm going to say that this section, what's happening here is a proof, right? We're proving the objection. We're saying, look, you really could have known both of these from just the one word, v'shilach, and here's how that would have worked. Then the Gemara responds to that. Ilav krayatera hava amina oha. O regel tehezeko matsui. O shen teyesh hana'ala hazika. If it were not for the extra verse, krayatera, if it were not for the extra words, meaning if we didn't also have ubi'er, hava amina, I would have thought, or this, right? One or the other. I would have thought that the pasuk of v'shilach meant either regel, which where the damage is common, or it could mean shen, which a defining characteristic of shen is that there's enjoyment for the animal in the damage. Right? That's what I would have thought. And so this is right. This sort of response. I'm putting it in green because I think it's a response. Right? You thought, no, the Torah only needed to use one pasuk. No, I'm telling you why it needs two psukim. If I only had one, I would have said, well, maybe this is shen or maybe this is regel. Michtei shkulin hen ve'yavo shnehem. Actually, I'll do it this way. Michtei shkulin hen ve'yavo shnehem. So then the Gemara argues back. I'm going to say that this is the objection to the response to the objection. Since they are equal, since shen and regel are equally serious offenses, let it bring both of them, meaning why would you not assume that the pasuk means both? Why would you think it means either one or the other? Let's say that the pasuk v'shilach, maybe it could imply both. Dahai minayu mifkat. Because which one would you exclude? Which one would you take out? If you know that the pasuk could mean either, and you know that we need a source of psukim for both, so why would you not just use the one pasuk to learn both? So back to the original objection, we don't need two psukim, we don't need v'shilach ubier, we could have just v'shilach. Itzterich. Here's the response, here's the answer, here's how we're going to resolve this. Salkadzai tzechamina. What you would have said is, right, or I would have thought to say, Hani mile, hecha deshalach shluche. These words, meaning the pasuk about v'shilach, is only when the animal was sent. Aval azal memela lo. But if the animal goes on its own, then you're not chayav. Meaning if I learn shen and regel, or either one, just from this pasuk, I would have thought that azal memela, when the animal goes by itself, you're not chayav. Kamash malan. Kamash malan is therefore we learn it, or therefore we learn from there, and it's like a period. It's a concluding statement. Right? This is why we actually need it. This is why we need both psukim. If you just had v'shilach, even though maybe you could have figured out shen and regel from v'shilach, you would have thought then that both of them had this aspect of needing to be sent. Okay, next section. Tolada de shen maihi. What constitutes a tolada of shen? I'm putting this in red because there is a question word here. Nichacha b'kotel lahanata. If the animal rubs up against a wall for its own enjoyment, like scratches its back against a wall, Rashi adds, and then the wall is damaged or the wall falls down. V'tinfa peirot lahanata. Or it goes to the bathroom on fruit for its own enjoyment. Apparently that's fun for animals. Those are two examples of toladot of shen. So I'm going to put this in green because this is the answer. Ma'ishna shen yesh hana ala haziko, umamoncha, ushmirato alacha. Hani nami yesh hana ala hazikan, umamoncha, ushmiratan alacha. I'm going to do question mark, exclamation point there. So what's the difference between shen, right, the av, the large category of shen, where we know definitional to shen, right? Shen means that yesh hana al haziko, the animal takes pleasure in doing the damage. Mamoncha, it's your property. Ushmirato alacha, and you're responsible for guarding it. Hani nami, these two, there's enjoyment for the animal in doing it. It's your property, and you're obligated to watch it. In other words, if these are the toladot, right, this rubbing against the wall and going to the bathroom on the fruit, if those are the toladot of shen, it sounds like the toladot of shen have the same defining characteristics as the av of shen. So that is a question. There's a question word or question words there. And then the response would be, Ella, tolada de shen kishen. Yep, rather we have to say the tolada of shen is just like shen. This is not a case where the tolada and the av are significantly different. V'chika amar Rav Papa a tolada de regel. And when Rav Papa spoke, when Rav Papa was quoted as saying that in some cases the toladot are like the avot, and in some cases they're different, he must have been talking about tolada of regel, because shen does not fit that paradigm of the tolada and the av being different. Okay, we'll pause there.